Crocodile's 10 though. Crocodile is most definitely 10.
I don't know. I think sharks are scarier.
Crocodiles are scary. Hey guys, we're talking about which animals are the scariest. That's not what you guys are talking about.
Why we got negative numbers up on the screen here?
Oh, we have a countdown.
Countdown?
That's the rating for my appearance. Negative 10.
So what's up? 60,000 subscribers, huh?
Oh yeah, that's why we're here, to celebrate 60,000 subscribers. And hey, Lucy, thanks for jumping in for us, bud. We appreciate you. So we're 60,000. This is a celebratory 60,000 subscriber live stream. If you guys remember, we did the 50,000 subscriber live stream not that long ago, but when we did it, we had to delay it a little bit to get together because of everything that was going on. So we kind of had rapid succession. But that being said, we planned this one very fast, and now we're already at like 62.
Yep. You're coming here like in 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah. So we're going to be, this is happening so fast. And it's so cool that we're having so many new friends join and support us so quickly. So thanks to all of you. I know a lot of that is due to you guys sharing and telling your friends and being like, hey, check this out. So we know how much of that is because of you guys. So thank you. We really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
So in normal fashion, we'll get to questions sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, so you guys can start popping some questions in if you want. Remember, today is the live chat that we're now doing. And remember, I think next Saturday, correct?
This Saturday coming up.
Oh, Saturday coming up. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying the word wrong.
Yep.
So Saturday coming up, the 10th is the premiere of our Red EP release show. Because we couldn't do an actual show in person because of COVID, we figured we would bring the show to you guys. So we've made something. It's really Nick's brainchild. He worked super hard on it. So if you guys like it, make sure to shout Nick out and say thank you. And of course, our very, very talented friend, Dave Patino, who we shout out on Instagram all the time. If you haven't followed him and looked at all the crazy, awesome photo stuff he's always doing, please do, because he's a brilliant genius. So the two of them got together to really brainchild this thing. I just kind of showed up and sang. So next Saturday, make sure that you check that out and leave a comment. Let us know what you think.
You can find it on our YouTube. It's listed there. You can set the reminder so that you know exactly when it's going to happen. Is it 4 p.m. on Saturday?
It's 4 p.m.
EDT.
Our time, New York time. So ring that bell and check it out. Let us know what you think. Like I said on Instagram, if you saw the story that I put up, it is free to watch. We're going to put a donate link. If you would like to pay for a quote unquote ticket, feel free to, but absolutely no obligation. Check it out. It is free.
Merch.
Yeah, there'll be a merch link if you'd prefer to do that. But either way, please watch it, check it out, and let us know what you think. We just wanted to bring a show to you guys, especially we're realizing we have friends all over bedtime story. We have friends all over the world. And obviously, if you're in Europe or you're in Asia or you're in Australia or you're in, wherever you may be,
wherever you live,
plenty of friends in India. Obviously, we can't come there that readily and easily. So we just figured this was a really cool way to bring a very, very live show experience to you guys. So that's next Saturday, the 10th at 4 p.m. that will premiere. Go to the video and ring the bell if you would like to be notified.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
I hope they want to be notified.
I think it came out pretty cool.
It's sick.
You love it.
I love it. I didn't think it was actually going to turn out as well as it did.
That's Dave, man.
Pulled out all the stops. It's a really good live experience. I think it's probably the best we've ever sounded live, I'd have to say.
That is a bold statement.
I think so. You guys will have to let us know
what you think. All right. So first question that's really easy comes from our buddy Michaelo. How are you guys? That's a pretty easy one. I'm doing pretty well. I've been pretty busy with work and stuff, having to go back. But I'm doing okay. I'm holding up. How are you, Nick?
I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm writing music, hanging out with Brent. We actually just wrote a song.
Yeah, we did a sleepover session last night. So we're just hanging out, working on stuff. What are you guys planning? Giovanni Gomez asks, what are you guys planning for your next songs? We're actually working on a bunch right now.
Yeah.
We have a collaboration that is confirmed, that some people were asking about collaborations. It is confirmed. We're not unveiling it yet, but soon you guys will find out. I think that's going to be our next release. And then we're probably going to have releases early next year. So we'll have one more for this year. And then I think we'll be kind of done for the year until January, take a little break to kind of get caught up, you know.
Are we releasing, what's next, the instrumentals?
Instrumentals, and I think possibly an acoustic too, the acoustic things. We're going to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get this question out of the way because we answer it every time. What is your opinion on Grandson? We like his music. We're big fans. We've reached out to him to try to make a song with him. He does not answer us. So we do. So you guys know, if you want us to ever make a song with Grandson, we get asked this like 100 times. Hit him up. Let him know, because we have absolutely no control over that. So that's going to be the question that we get asked every time. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
Here's a good question. Vili Joel Almandres. Did the pandemic make it harder for you guys to make music?
Initially, right?
I think at first.
We described this last subscriber milestone. Yeah, it was just learning how to have him record himself, because normally it's recorded with me. And then I think ultimately it enabled us to have a lot of time and focus on the album, and we just streamlined it. And it essentially has made us think about the whole, like, you know, what is 8 Graves? Like, what do we want to do? What are we capable of? What are our goals?
Mm-hmm.
We never had the ability to kind of just like sit and think about that.
Yeah, having the time
go
was key.
all the time.
Yeah,
now we have the time.
That was the one thing about the pandemic for me, is we didn't have to work. Nick got to work from home, and I didn't have to work at all.
Right.
So we were able to really,
like 3 solid months of being able to just do music.
Yeah, we actually had the time to just sit and be full time, and I think it actually kind of made it easier.
It definitely did.
For me anyway, you know.
Yep.
Would y'all try to collab with Unlike Pluto? Another common question we answer every time. Yes, we're trying to do that, and I think there is a decent chance that will happen.
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Oh, what am I drinking?
San Pellegrino.
Sparkling mineral water.
Sparkling water. Are there any? I feel like we answer. I'm trying to find.
We have a collab with Aviva. It's called OK. It's off of our album Black.
Yeah,
that's her on the record.
I'm trying to pick questions that maybe we haven't answered before. So if you guys feel like I'm skipping a lot of questions, you know, that's why. And I'm gonna try to say, hey, we've answered that before, just so you guys know you can look for an answer. Here's a good question, Mr. Umu. Question: how do you find out what kind of music your voice is suited to? Love you guys, and thanks for your response on Discord. Oh, no problem, Mr. Umu. It was happy to respond to you, but thanks for being in Discord. As far as figuring out what kind of music my voice was suited to, I think for me it was more like I just made music that I liked, and we just made music that I liked. It wasn't like I was trying to push my voice into any one thing. You know, I just kind of let my voice be what it is. And I think that's the most important thing about your voice, or whatever style of music you do, whether you're an instrumentalist or you're a producer, is just letting your sound kind of be what it is and allowing what makes you unique to make you special.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know? So that was for us, for me particularly, like something that was important was to finally stop trying to be like other things and fit into any one particular box, and just kind of allow my voice to be what it is, you know? So I would say, don't think about a genre, don't think about a style, don't think about other people you want to be like. Of course, you're going to be inspired by people you listen to, but allow yourself to be uniquely yourself. That's the key to anything creative, I think. Anyway.
Definitely. Yeah. I could say the same thing from production and writing, for sure.
Here's a good question. Yeah, what do you guys think of interplanetary colonization? Zach Freeman with the deep question.
Sheesh.
There's a 0% chance that we'll be able to do it in my lifetime.
Right.
So,
but I mean, if no one's claimed the planet, I guess it's okay.
I'm against colonialism in general. So to think that we're going to do it on other planets depresses me. I think we should fix our own planet first.
Agreed.
But there we go. Brent, is that an earring I see? I have both my ears stretched. I have these plugs in every time. It's funny you just noticed for the first time. That face when no milk in fridge, I can never forget your username. I remember every time I see you, I'm like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
Every time. Okay.
Yes, we will release an instrumental Better Off Dead.
Yes, we will. We're going to be releasing instrumentals for the entire Red EP.
Album.
You guys have always said that you like the instrumentals, so we're going to keep doing them as much as we can. The Silent asks, which artists do you want to collaborate with? So this is a new angle to this question, because normally people are like, you should collaborate with Grandson. Yeah. You should collaborate with Missio. You should and like, of course, we would love to do any of those.
Yeah.
But as far as if you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be?
The Prodigy.
Well, that was easy.
The Prodigy, for sure.
I think for me, and I know this is probably a little bit of an unexpected answer, but for me, I would really like to make a song with Halsey.
Sick. I can see that. Yeah.
I know Ashley personally a little bit. She used to actually get tattooed at the tattoo shop I used to work at, and she actually dated one of my coworkers for a little, and we were friends. She's really cool, and it's just, I think it would be interesting to, I love her voice, and she's obviously super talented, but I think it would also be cool to get the perspective on like her rise to success and her experience, and I would love to have that chat with her just to catch up and see how she's feeling about what she's been through, and her wealth of experiences, I think, would be valuable. So not just musically, she's obviously super talented, but I think it would be cool, just a cool experience, because somebody who I knew was just like a 17-year-old kid who's now like one of the, she like would talk to me like, I want to get involved in music. How do I do it? I'm like, just do it, and now singing, she's one of the biggest musicians in the world.
That's crazy.
So, and yeah, Sully, that song with MGK is actually, I don't want to say this, but it's actually pretty tight. Here we go. What Tyler G asks, what does your family think of your music?
What does my family think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my mom fully supports us, and she has some songs that she's like, that's kind of dark. You sure you want to be making songs like that? And then my dad sometimes is like, hey, how do you play that on guitar? And like, I'll show him how to play it on guitar. He's like, okay. And it's like kind of like that.
Nick's family is pretty cool. They like always have our backs. They're always like,
yeah, but your family,
not so much.
Not so much.
But that is what it is. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, Nick's family is always really cool. His mom is like, oh, I noticed that it did this many streams today. Like Nick's mom is like so supportive. It's adorable. It's really
I wake up and she's like, wow, you have 100 new followers on Instagram.
Like literally, she is so granular with the different things that she pays attention to.
She knows all of it. Yeah.
It's so,
and wants to understand what it means, and like, how come this person has this and that, and how the industry works. The answer is it doesn't.
No, not at all. Here's a good question. Do you guys have a different work from music or only music? Giovanni Gomez with another great question.
We do have different work from music. But music isn't work, though.
Yeah,
music is music.
We wish it was our work.
But we have work.
We're trying to make it our work.
Yeah.
I am actually a full-time tattoo artist. So I actually do tattoos. That's my primary source of income. And Nick?
I work in IT for a global financial institution.
You wouldn't think that's the case, but Nick is a tech professional for a giant company.
Yeah.
Putting his computer savvy to work in other ways.
Yeah. I just tell people that.
I don't know that one.
Computer. Stop.
Oops. I talked to the computer by accident.
Don't keep saying computer. I changed Alexa's name to computer.
Okay. Umu asked, could you show us your full arm tattoo? And also, do you have any sentimental tattoos? I mean, I guess I could do my arms, right? So on this arm, I have a lady face and a snake and a lantern and then a big blackbird. And then on my other arm, I have a Nightmare Before Christmas themed thing. So it has like, I have Jack here and an Oogie Boogie up top. Most of my tattoos are not particularly sentimental. They're just things that I think look cool, which I think is kind of the best approach to getting tattooed, is just getting something you think looks awesome, because stuff you think looks awesome is going to look awesome forever, versus things that maybe mean something to you might not mean anything to you as you get older and your perspective changes and things like that. So I'm a big fan of aesthetic in tattoos.
Do we have a Minecraft server on our Discord, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's still there.
Yep.
To everybody saying congratulations and sending us all these nice comments. I try to stick to questions because it's important to me to make sure that we answer them. But
Thank you,
also,
Maria.
we're really, really thankful for all of the. Oh yeah, Nick, your birthday just passed.
Like it was last week.
Yes.
Yeah, it was last week.
Thanks for that. That was sweet of you. Okay, here we go. This is a good question. Is the 8 Graves music team just Brent and Nick, or are there people behind the scenes?
Definitely people behind the scenes.
Yeah, so it's not a big team.
No, it's not big, but we have core components to it. Yeah.
So it's obviously Nick and I, and then our manager is one of our best friends. His name is Mike Glitta.
From the Glitta Group.
From the Glitta Group. He was a very accomplished musician. He played in a band called Census Fail, and then kind of made his way into transitioning to work in the music industry. And does not always like everything about the way the music industry works and would like to kind of change the system from the inside.
Right.
So Glitta is a huge part of what we do. He honestly...
Instrumental.
Yeah, like we would not be... Most of the YouTube videos we make and most of the content we make is mostly his idea.
Yep. And he pushes us to make sure that we stay on top of it.
And keeps us on schedule, texts us every day, puts reminders in our calendar. Like he's just a legend.
That's just like baseline what he does though.
Yeah, like we couldn't function without him.
Yeah.
So that's the first person. The second person is obviously Wei, who I saw somebody ask who makes our cover art. In every video,
Jerry Chen.
Yeah, in every video on our YouTube, you'll see we'll have a link to Wei Jerry Chen's website. That's our buddy Wei. He's our graphic designer. He's like a member of the team at this point. Like we end our emails about what we're going to do and with love you, you know, he's awesome and just instrumental. And now kind of the newest member of our team who, again, we're so lucky that we're working with people that I don't even think of as just part of our team. They're like dear friends.
Yeah.
And is Dave Patino, who's been doing our video work.
He went on tour with us.
Yeah, he volunteered to go on tour with us for free.
Sleep on couches. We're like, no,
we'll get you a room. But he came on tour with us and photographed the whole thing and didn't ask for any money. And we've just become, you know, he's so important to us now.
So I think that's the main set of people.
Yeah, but that's really it, right? Yeah. I'm trying to. I mean, I guess Bonzi.
Oh yeah,
guy who does our guy who does our vocal processing. He just does some stuff that he's a lot faster at it, and it kind of frees Nick up to do more creative things and less administrative things.
Yep.
So yeah.
Who comes up with the lyrics? This guy.
Bass Tails asks, who comes up with the lyrics? That's me. I read all the words. That's the easy part for me, which is funny because other people say that that's the hard part.
I can't do that shit.
I like doing the words. Oh, here's a good question. The Lone Wolf. What are your guys' favorite seasons?
I hate winter.
Me too.
Otherwise, I'm cool. I'm good.
Yeah, as long as it's not super cold, I'm straight. So
yeah, I can't do cold.
But I do like summer.
And we live in New Jersey where it's cold like
all
6
the time
months out of the year. Yeah.
The summer I like not even just because of the weather, but because it's like when people are like trying to have fun. Like I feel like everyone comes out of their shell a little. Yeah. Like everybody's like, oh, let's do stuff. Let's go party. Let's go do this. Let's have fun together. Let's do things. In New Jersey, because the weather's shitty most of the time, you can't have outdoor stuff. So like New York, New Jersey is very like a little bit more like kind of dead, in the cold. So I like when it's warm outside because people are out trying to do fun stuff.
When did you guys first meet and decide to do music together? When? I mean, I was like 18, 19. And you were 19, 20.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah,
that's we're going on almost 2 decades of making music together.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about.
16, 17 years now.
Oh God. Angel Honeybun asks, what's your favorite movie? We have the same one, I believe.
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
We do have the same.
I think, yeah. Matrix, yeah.
Oh, sick. I didn't know it was the Matrix.
Yeah. Huh. Matrix is probably my favorite movie.
For sure.
Although there's my top 3 has changed recently because that movie Parasite cracked my top 3 because it's really good.
Parasite is great.
I love that freaking movie. If you haven't watched that movie, watch that movie. It's insane.
Who makes the music? I mean, all of it. No, all of us, both of us do.
Yeah, but you really make it.
I mean,
I maybe come up with like a concept, but Nick is really the one who crafts the sound, you know?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
do
that's
all the sound
producing,
design, all the producing. Yeah.
But writing, we both write.
Yeah, we both write.
Yeah.
But you really make it into a
Because like,
thing.
what is the music? Is it the guitar tone or the notes that the guitar is playing? Right. I would say that the notes the guitar are playing is the music, but I choose the aesthetic for it or push it in a certain direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess
it's like
degree.
different layers. Yeah. I wouldn't say that I write the music. That's not, or I don't remember the exact question.
I think you craft it. It's a complex thing. We both come up with ideas.
There's stages where it goes.
Yeah, we both come up with ideas, but Nick really is the one who really brings it to life.
Yeah, sometimes I'll expand on ideas,
nurtures it to
layers and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
The core is like either you or me or both of us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was another question that I missed, and it was a good one. Liam, where does your music come from? Does your past or present have a darkness to it? Does it energize you both to play dark music?
I would definitely say it energizes me. It's the only tone that I ever like feel like moves me.
Yeah.
The macabre, the dark tonality of things.
Yeah, like
we're just talking about this.
As you've gotten older, and I think about the bands that you like, you're like, I like The Prodigy, and I like Slipknot, and I like, you do like things that are like kind of darker and aggressive.
Heavier and aggressive.
Distortion.
Yes. Yeah.
For me, it's just I've always felt comfortable writing that way. I tend to be like kind of a negative focused person, and I pick apart everything. I actually, your mother, I think, expressed it very well a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this. She said that the problem with Brent is that he's very smart. And he sees the little cracks in everything, and because of that, he can never like fully appreciate anything. Everything kind of makes him sad. I see like the little flaws and everything, and that's
like
where
the
I focus.
Smile.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we both do kind of like dark things. That's where I feel comfortable expressing myself, and a lot of the way that I feel is what we consider to be dark, which would be like kind of sad and fatalistic and all that kind of stuff. But to me, I don't always think of it as dark. I just think of it as the way that I feel. And I think for me, it's important to kind of change that spectrum of like, I feel like the word dark has such a negative connotation, and we all have to recognize that a lot of us have those feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
And we shouldn't feel bad or feel like it's like bad to talk about them. In fact, I think if more people were comfortable embracing things that they feel that are dark, it would probably help a lot of people.
Yeah, like sometimes you feel twisted inside, and like there is not a happy song that will ever like allow you to express yourself or connect in that way. Sometimes you need to connect to something that also matches how you feel inside.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't write lyrics, so I mean, obviously that's your department.
Yeah, but you still.
But
the aesthetic is a big part of the mood, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, I know it's dark in the terms of that's just the word that we use to describe it, but I hope that we all, and I think that's part of what we want to do with the music that we create is help people recognize that it's everybody feels that way. And a lot of people act like they don't, but everybody has some feelings that are considered to be dark. Yeah, I don't know. I think that you should be able to embrace that without it necessarily feeling so taboo, if that makes sense. So yeah. What else do we got? What would you consider your best song? Asked Ari Barrera.
What is our best song?
Mm-hmm.
Best, like, so what am I most proud of, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know. If I had to think of it, that's a weird question, because if you have to think of it like, what's our best song? Yeah. Like, are you talking about like what would be a hit, or what would be, it's hard to say what our best song is. I think we have favorites, and I think we have ones that we like. We've said it a couple of times. My favorite right now is probably Better Off Dead.
Yeah. I like, my favorite song to play live is probably Numb.
Yeah.
And then I think my favorite track we've written so far is Teeth. Yeah. Just because I've always wanted to write a song that was like that.
And no problem, Liam. No problem, bud. Here's a good question, actually, because we get asked this a lot. Sports. What genre would you say your music is? We get asked this question a lot.
I don't know.
I do not know.
I don't know.
There's two ways you look at it. There's either the way that we kind of classified ourselves, which we kind of made up our own term. Nick really made it up. We call it future grunge, because it's a combination of like a lot of future based and like kind of electronic elements mixed with kind of like a new dark feel, like that's kind of different than what was going on in music at the time. So
yeah,
they kind of used grunge for the term for bands like Nirvana, who were coming out of like hair metal, right? So I feel like we're kind of like a dark sound that's coming out of like the era of EDM. So that's where that term kind of comes from. But if you go by what playlists or like DSPs, you know, like Spotify and
what do they actually call us?
They call us alternative rock.
Okay. That's a very large bucket, probably.
Yeah, that's a swimming pool. That's not a bucket. So yeah.
So who knows? I don't know. We just make music. We're actually also talking about that today. Like we wrote a song. We're like, this is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's more like a rock song.
It is. And I want to, and this is just my own thoughts. Like I want to push the envelope of like, you know, can you take a electronic song and add rock elements to it? So now it's like, can you take a rock song and add electronic elements?
Because all of our songs are like rock and electronic, and they kind of like, you know, they go like this. And it's funny. Slayer /288 asked, "What are your thoughts on Doom Eternal?" The song that we wrote last night.
This sounds like Doom Eternal.
It kind of sounds like some of the background music of Doom. So obviously we like Doom enough that it's found its way into our heads.
I had to have.
Because I've played all the Doom games.
Honestly, like a lot of my influences, I'm like, I could trace back to a lot of video game music. I just can.
Yeah.
Like, so it's probably not beyond.
It's part of what like raised us as musicians is video game music.
Yes,
it's undeniable.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whoa.
Emo future bass. Okay.
Here's Wayfo 2. When's the collab coming with Unlike Pluto?
Do we have a collab with Unlike Pluto?
I don't know. We have to confirm it.
Interesting.
We'll confirm it maybe if it's happening. We'll see. Just be patient, pay attention. Why? Oh, here's a good question too. Giovanni Gomez, why do we call our little logo 9 if we are 8 graves? So to me, the one gravestone kind of has always represented like it's almost like the gravestone is made and ready to, you know, we're ready to be buried, and then we would put that in place. That would be the 9th grave, right? Like if we failed, if we stopped making music, if we couldn't make this project happen, that would be like the end of everything. And then we would kind of anoint our graves with this kind of last gravestone. So to me, 9 kind of represents, to me, when I look at it, it's always about reminding myself to work hard and continue to push myself to make my dreams come true, because the second you slow down and you're not working hard is when it will be over. So to me, calling things the 9th and referring to him as 9 is just a constant reminder to myself to just kind of work hard and to continue to push and to drive myself, because that one gravestone is waiting to plug into the ground.
You just don't want it to be an early grave.
Exactly. So that's what 9 represents to me, is just that idea of continuing to push and work hard and stay driven and stay engaged and believe in myself, and recognize that for me, the failure of my creative self is the same as dying. You know, I'm my best self when I'm creating. And if I wasn't doing that, I would feel like I was dead anyway. So that's why 9, which is a really good question. No one's ever asked that question before.
They have not.
That's a good question.
It's like not from that angle, at least. So someone asked, are we going to do a Zoom account?
What that?
Just like do a Zoom so like other people can video chat us. I've done the video chat or the voice chat in our Discord. On
Discord, yeah.
So I would say that for now. So just join our Discord.
Yeah, just join Discord. We're gonna try to find new and cool ways to use Discord to chat with everybody. It's hard though. You know, you guys got to remember, like, we're doing this because we have 60,000 YouTube subscribers now.
Yeah.
And trying to keep individual contact with everybody is something that's very important to us. But it's also difficult, you know, and
it's nearly impossible.
Imagine texting 60,000 people in one day. That made my brain hurt.
Yeah.
So it's hard. But Discord works. We come in, we chat and all that kind of stuff. That's the best part. Zach, I see asking about Village Green. If we get out there, we'll make that happen, dude. I'd love to see small record stores. It's awesome. Here's a good question. The Mods Hunter asked, once you hit 100K, will you stop doing 10K-ish Q&As?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah?
Yes.
I think it depends on the speed. Like if we have to do one of these every other week,
yeah,
that might be a little much, but I think it depends on how fast we're growing. If we're growing at a speed that we're doing these once a month or once every 3 weeks or something, then I think we'll keep doing them. But if it's like, once every 3 days, then it's probably not
every 3 days.
You know what I mean?
To stay live.
We do like this to be special, and we like it to be like an event and like, we don't want to cheapen it.
Right.
And waiting on 69K. Me too.
Wow.
Bass Tales, how can we collaborate? So this is actually a question that we get a lot. We do have people contacting us asking about how we can collaborate. I know I kind of spoke to this last Q&A a little bit.
Yes.
But the thing is, you got to remember with collaborations, there's 3 elements. And I'm going to answer this quickly because we kind of talked about it in the last one. But the third element is always, making songs is a lot of work. And if you're going to collaborate with someone, some of that work is about you guys are going to help each other, right? You're going to help expose people. This is the unfortunate part of music as like kind of the business end of it, is if we're going to put the work into a song, it does need to be with somebody who can help us by introducing us to new friends and new supporters. So for me, what I always tell people is if you want to be able to collab, work hard, grow your project, gain a following, and then, put yourself in a position that it would help us as much as it would help you, because again, you guys ask about us collaborating with Grandson. The reason we can't make that happen is because he's bigger than us. You don't want to make a song with us because we don't help him.
Probably among many reasons, but
one of them.
That's
I'm sure he's busy too and that kind of thing.
Of course. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the business definitely dictates it,
Yep.
So for sure. Madeline Muse asks, once you reach 100K, will you do a celebration video? We're going to have to do something special.
Oh, of course. That's a major milestone.
We're going to have to do something special for 100K. If you guys join the Discord, give us ideas because we would like to do something special for 100K. That's going to be fun.
Definitely.
This is a good question.
What's that?
Cooper Wagner asks, will you try out a rap song? I feel like your beat and voice could make a badass rap song. I think we are going to try that out.
Should.
I don't know if I'm going to do the rapping.
Maybe someone will.
Maybe somebody better at it than me. We have ideas for that. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely something coming up. Oh, here's a good one. General Kenobi, what's your favorite cookie? This is a funny question because we just got cookies the other night.
Oh, yeah. At Bang Cookies.
Oh, so good.
So good.
What's your favorite cookie, Nick?
As much chocolate as you can possibly put in it.
Nick got the triple chocolate cookie.
It was like chocolate cookie with chocolate chips, and then I think some additional layer of chocolate was introduced into that. Maybe it's like
I think it was fudge. Like I don't remember. It was like dark chocolate cacao cookie something.
Cacao.
Mine are either a really good oatmeal raisin, but it's got to be a really good one because you can make a crappy oatmeal raisin cookie. I also love snickerdoodles.
What the fuck is a snickerdoodle?
It's like a cinnamon sugar cookie. It's a banging. It's so good.
It's a banging.
It's so good. And I like to say it because it's a fun word. Yeah, see, Jalen Wilson, snickerdoodle.
I've heard the word. I don't think I actually know.
Yeah, dude. Bass Tales, are any of you guys lazy? I'm definitely lazy.
Yeah, I'm about to fall asleep right now.
I like to do as little work as possible. I really do. I don't think people are supposed to like just work all the time. It's like a very American thing. I know not all of you guys are from America.
You gotta have your side hustle. You gotta be on
just
that
work,
grind.
man.
Just work.
Your work ethic. Like, dude, I wasn't born to work and then die so I can make some asshole rich working at his company. No. Which is why, like we said earlier, we don't consider music work. It's something we enjoy doing.
Right.
So the more time I get to spend on our project and making music, I will work hard for that, but that doesn't, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time doing that.
No.
You know what I mean? So
I feel like I'm wasting my time anytime I'm not doing music.
Exactly.
Unless I'm enjoying myself doing whatever activity it is.
Yeah, unless you're having fun.
Right.
But in America, it's like work 85 hours a week so you can have a 2-bedroom apartment.
And no money.
Yeah. Roman Nocton. Yes, Lamb of God. That is all. That's my favorite metal band.
What languages do you guys speak? Barely English. Barely English.
I speak really good English, and I don't even know if that was proper, but that's.
I speak really.
I speak English good.
I speak good at English.
I speak English good. I speak very, very bad French, and I understand fluent Spanish, but I'm trying to get better at Spanish because I think it's beautiful. And so many, where we live, we have a lot of Spanish neighbors, and I like being able to talk to my neighbors. And if you don't, like in America, you kind of have to learn to speak Spanish because so many people speak Spanish, and they're always like, learn English. And I'm like, fuck you, learn Spanish, you asshole. Spanish is awesome. So I'm trying to get better with Spanish. And Ease asked, do you speak Russian? We don't. Russian is literally the most foreign language to me in the world. I cannot understand a lick of it.
Right.
I couldn't even do like an impression of Russian. And it's weird because we have so many, we now have like a lot of friends in Russia, right?
It's like, what did Glitta say?
Like our first or second biggest market right like, now. Since Spotify. So if you guys don't know, Spotify just became a thing in Russia, and it's already become like one of the biggest places that we have people listening to us. And a lot of comments on our YouTube are in Russian. When I'm doing YouTube comments on a computer and not on my phone, I'll always try to translate and answer. But we do have a lot of people that speak Russian and our friends. So I maybe I'll have to learn some Russian.
I don't think I could learn it, to be honest with you.
We're gonna try. Would you ever collaborate with NF? Yes, we would. I think that's Justin 04. Yes, we would. NF rips. Love his stuff. What else we got? A hint on the next song, just aiming.
A hint? Like what? The name of
it?
I
think it's going to be a out of this world astrological experience. Planetary even.
It's probably within the solar system, but definitely out there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Far though. Okay. What warm-ups do you do for your vocals and fingers? That's a good question, Roman. I have a whole thing. I couldn't even show you. It's like it's long and weird to do. But there's a lot of different vocal things that I found, even like on like YouTube, just videos of vocal warm-ups that you can do. There's some really great stuff, but make sure you warm up. Yeah, Sully, Jack Daniels. Yes, sir.
And potato chips.
It helps. But yeah, and just for your fingers, you doing finger warm-ups?
I do. Yep. It's just a simple, like, go up the fret and don't let go of your fingers until you go to the next, like, string the whole time.
Oh, yeah, like the ding.
I go up, do all the strings, and go to the next fret and do it all
the strings, yeah.
And then do it in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard, gets the dexterity going. I'm really terrible at it, but it warms me up.
And it's good because you don't want to get carpal tunnel and blow your hands out. Good, take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Don't blow yourself out. We have so many collab questions. We would pretty much make a song with anybody who is awesome at their music. So yeah, that's the answer. Yes, if their music is cool, we're into it. Oh, here we go. What communities do you support? LGBT, Black Lives Matter, etc. Cooper asks. All of the above. Nick and I are both. And to me, it's not even a question of like supporting a community. It's about being a human being and doing the right thing. The idea of whether or not, basically what that question is to me is, do you think everybody should have equal rights?
Yes.
That's what that is. Or do you think people are inherently bad because of the color of their skin or who they love? And if you think that that is the case, if you think that someone should not have what you have because of who they are, you're an asshole. And that's really it. So I know we talked about this a little in the last video. We obviously support Black Lives Matter. We obviously support the LGBTQ community, plus, always forget the plus. We support everybody being who they are, loving who they love, and feeling like they're safe and protected and respected in their everyday life. And if you don't think that, you're a bad person. And that's really what that boils down to for me.
Yeah, I don't know how people can see it any other way.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's it. Yeah. I see a couple of you guys asking about, I guess it's pronounced Apache, I would guess. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. We'll have to look up their music.
Do you have corn? Yeah, sorry, someone said about corns on my finger. I'm trying to think what they mean. I think you mean calluses on my fingers. Yeah, it's a tougher skin there.
From playing guitar.
From playing guitar, yeah. I mean, it's not like obvious.
I thought corns are on your feet. Isn't that a thing?
I think so.
There's all you got corn on your feet.
You got corn on your feet.
And Cooper, we love you too. Oh, do you guys play or know about Among Us? Shane Fahey asks.
You play it.
I play Among Us.
I want to get into it, I guess, now because everyone says it's really fun.
I get big brained on Among Us so much, dude. And I played with my friends like 2 nights ago, and I got 2 games in a row and felt like such a smooth brain. It was so bad.
Smooth brain.
That's a gamer term. Paulina, I got big brained so bad. It was so bad. Like literally it was down to 3, and what this kid Justin that I play with was like, it's definitely Brett. It's definitely Brett, the other kid I was playing with. I know that's confusing. And Brett was like, no way, it's this. And he gave me like one little argument, and I voted Justin off, and I blew the game. I just threw it. So I love Among Us, but I get stressed out. I'm admin Andy though, for real, guys. I'm admin Andy. I just chill. Trying to gather all the information I
don't
can.
even know what any of this means.
I got you. I'm
like, we'll figure.
I'll get Nick into it, but yes, I love Among Us, and I love simple games like that are just fun that you can play with your friends. And Paulina, I normally play black, of course, go figure, but I also play yellow because I like to be the yellow and now they have the yellow balloon that comes over your head. So that's what I do. And I have a hamster and a hamster ball as my pet. And we talked about
that means. We'll figure it out.
Actually, I forgot, guys. I put a join code in our Discord like last week for Among Us. I just put it in there, and a couple people were like, it's just an Among Us code, and nobody joined. So keep an eye out, because I might be throwing a join code in a Discord to come and play some Among Us, because it's fun. Anime. We talk about anime a lot, guys, so I don't want to go into it again.
Yeah.
But
yes, we watch it.
We watch a ton of it. I watch like everything.
We watch most of the classics.
Yeah.
And then we're on some newer stuff.
I'm on some newer stuff. But I'm trying to get away from everything being about high school. Everything has to be about high school. I'm too old to watch high school stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's Japanese culture. That's why it's that way.
I know, but I know.
Yeah.
But, you know, come on,
it's cultural difference.
I'm old. I can't be doing this. Giovanni, the Discord link has been posted a couple times, but I'm sure they'll post it again.
Yep.
Isaac asks, when you guys there we go. Thank you, Lucy. When you guys were producing Bury Me Low, what did you expect to start? Do you expect the song to blow up, or did you just think it would be another generic release?
I 100% thought it was just going to be a regular release.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
was actually really unsure about it. I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's like missing something. At the time I did, because, you know, you're this close to it. You're like, oh, I could just add another thing and it would make a difference.
Yeah.
You know?
We've gotten a little better about that. I think
yes.
we stopped
overwriting.
Yeah. And like thinking about what a song is going to be. And, you know, to be honest, for me, a lot of that has to do with you guys, you know, because we know that we have you guys, we have our friends that are going to support us in what we make. And we're so lucky. You know, I never worry about whether or not you guys are going to like a song that we make. And a lot of times people give us kind of constructive feedback. Like you guys will be like, this isn't my favorite one, but it's still good. And I like this part, but I didn't like this part. And that's helpful, to be honest. I don't get upset about that. I like it. But it's definitely one of those things that the more of you we have supporting us, the better that I feel about every song we put out. You know, nothing is off the table for us. We were actually just talking about this morning.
Yeah, we were just like, let's just make songs that we love and you know, that we're into.
And you guys have given us the confidence that if we like it, we feel like you guys are gonna like it.
Yeah, there's like not an agenda. It's just, okay, we thought of this idea. Let's just make it sound cool. And like, where can we go with this?
Yeah.
See you, Spooky. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for hanging. Shaylin asks, do you guys think you are underrated or overrated?
Underrated or overrated? I don't know.
People are always like, how do you only have 60,000 subscribers? And I'm like, I thought that was a lot. Like, I honestly,
but no, doesn't underrated and overrated mean like?
I think they mean like we're lacking recognition.
Right. I mean, yeah.
But what I always say is every single day I sit and I look at the comments that we get on YouTube. I think about how many people are kind of supporting us, and I'm completely blown away by that.
Yeah.
So,
and the fact that we're doing it independently, you know, it's like you only have so much of a reach.
Yeah.
You know, there's honestly, if you have a shit ton of money, you can just put yourself everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
you
don't do that.
No, we don't do that.
that.
So
nor do we have the ability to do it.
So for us, you know, I always am like, holy crap, I can't believe how much support we have. So I never feel like we're underrated. I never feel like we're an underdog. And that's you guys.
I'm just very happy with our growth.
Love you too, Saul. Yeah. You know, you guys make me feel that way. I would never, there's no way I could wake up every day and look at all the love and support that you guys give us and feel like I'm underrated. There's no way. You guys are way too good to us for that. So
speaking of the supporters and, you know, the fans of our music, Lisa just wrote that she's inspired by our music and listens to it and makes art to it. There's a lot of people that tag us and stuff on Instagram, and I love all of it. If you make art and you tag us in it, whether it's a post or story, I will repost it and I'll reply to it, because it's crazy how talented everybody is.
Yeah, and by the way, we don't mean like draw us or draw an A-face.
Anything.
If you're making art and listening to our music while you do it, we want to see what inspired it. You know, it doesn't have to be a fan art. Exactly. Like we just want to see what you create, because we and
actually our Discord has a channel for that.
Yes.
You just post it right in there.
Yeah, share your art. We love looking at it. And as two creative people and the two people who have really kind of built our life around creating, we love to see what you guys create too, you know?
Were you band kids in high school?
It's a good question, actually. Yeah. Sam Greenwood.
You were?
I was like the number one.
You're brass?
I played a little bit of everything. I played saxophone was my main instrument, but I went to a very, very small high school that did not have a large talent pool for music. So I kind of had to do.
So they're stuck with you.
Yeah, So I was the best because I had zero competition. I had a lot of people I had to do a lot to make it work. So I was the ultimate band kid. I was also in choir in high school. I got blackmailed into being in choir by my choir teacher.
I mean, you're a singer. It's okay.
Yeah.
Different experience, I guess.
Yeah.
But for me, no, we don't live together, by the way. For me, I was in pit band once, and there was like a play that needed a guitar. So I just played guitar, like rhythm guitar. And then I took AP Music Theory my senior year.
But you very early were into like production, like computer generated
15-ish,
yeah.
Around 15.
So I think that's probably why you didn't.
1997.
Maybe you weren't as into like band music because you were already like producing.
Yep, probably.
You know?
Yeah.
That was like filling the musical void in your life.
But I was interested in any opportunity that would allow me to be a part of some musical ensemble.
Sure.
So that's why I was in that. It was like a music teacher in my school was just like, hey, I hear you like make music and you play guitar. Like, would you consider, you know, I think it was like Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That was the play.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine.
So it was, I think that's what it was. I don't really totally recall, but I just played some really basic stuff on guitar. Yeah, but that's my experience.
And now look at where you are.
Look at me.
Oh man. Does Brent not have hair, or does he love beanies? Both.
Both.
I'm bald dude for sure.
Smooth.
I've been shaving my head since I was probably 13 years old, so it doesn't bother me that much. But the thing about being a bald dude, you don't realize how much of your sweat your hair absorbs.
Yeah.
If you're a bald dude and you sweat one drop, it's just like, and there's nothing to grab it, so it's just getting everywhere. Egg. Yes. And so I have to wear hats so I'm not a sweaty, disgusting mess. So, but other than that, I dig it. Get that smooth dome, you dig? What else do we got, guys? Yes.
Are we metalheads?
Who asked that? Where's that?
It's here, and then
there's here we go.
There, yeah.
Notice something about metalheads. Want to ask whether there be some extreme vocals. So I'm not doing that to my poor voice.
Yeah.
If you talk to people who make metal music, and I have one of my dear buds, his name's Tony. He was in a band called The Air I Breathe. And he's a skinny kid who just has the screaming voice of a grizzly bear. He's awesome at metal vocals, but it has taken like a long-lasting toll on.
Oh, has it?
Even in his speaking voice, you can hear there's rasp.
I thought that's how he always spoke. Damn.
No, it's. I mean, he always has had a little bit of
Yeah.
that, but it's definitely gotten more noticeable. So for me, it's really difficult. You got to give metal vocalists a lot of credit who can scream. Like I think about Randy from Lamb of God, like that brutal screaming voice, but being able to maintain it well into his 40s is something that's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's a talent,
a lot of finesse,
and I'm just very. I try to be very protective of my voice because obviously it's important to me. So I don't think I'll be doing any extreme vocals. It's not really our vibe. It's not really like what we do. But yeah, here's a good question. Yes, Wade, Jerry Chen made all the logo stuff, but here's a good question. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, Gay Satan. Do you guys have friends who are also into music or bands? Yes, we do.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's everyone that we probably hang out with is violently a fan of music and surrounds himself with people that are creative in that sense and love bands.
And that's become something that has been important to me as I got more into music is the more you're around people who are not into music and who are not trying to do something creative, you start to feel like a crazy person. The world will not encourage you to be creative. It will tell you to stop, and it will tell you to go to school, and it will tell you to get a real job. That's what the world will do. And not that there's anything wrong with that, if that's your path. But if you do feel like you want to be creative, it's difficult to do it and not feel like you're completely insane if you don't surround yourself with creative people who are inspiring to you.
Yep. Like I dropped out of college at 19, went to one semester, and I was like, man, I'm going to just be in a band. And I've been pursuing that ever since.
And now we get to be friends like with Josh.
Yep.
He plays drums for us in the live videos that we do. He is the singer of a really, really great band called Saint Slumber. One of my best buds, his name's Julian. He plays bass in a band called Camden Wells. I think about Aviva and Mateus, from Aviva. They've become dear friends of ours. We love them very much. And they are amazing and inspiring. And obviously Armand from Unlike Pluto has become my friend. And I really value his support and his guidance and his positive mindset and his energy. Our manager Glitto is a musician. I said he is. He has amazing musical sense. So yeah, we're friends with a lot of musicians and it's valuable, I think, as a creative person to surround yourself with other creative people. So make sure you do that.
That's a very nice comment from Durluga. I'm just so happy seeing you guys doing what you enjoy and trying to make everything possible to reach your goals. It is truly inspiring, not just the music, but also your aura is just helping me out. I love that.
We are honored.
Thank you.
We're honored to have the opportunity to do this stuff with you guys. And every time that I do this, and I think that there's, 100 people, or if there was 10 people that actually give a crap about what we have to say, it is humbling and it's just an honor. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it.
Unlike Pluto and Bruno Mars. That's just interesting.
The planetary vibe. Techno's mom, does your family support your decision-making music? I know we kind of spoke to this a little earlier. Mine, not really. Nick's, I think, yes.
Yeah.
Mine every once in a while will do their due diligence to be like, oh, that's great. But nobody, I don't.
Oh my God, 8 graves.
A clown. We're not scared of clowns. We're okay. Yeah, party space energy. David Garcia, that's exactly correct. Oh, Bass Tales wants me to sing. I'm definitely not doing that. You guys see me sing enough.
Definitely not doing
you see me sing enough. I'm too shy to do that. I get like super embarrassed to sing like this. Even when Nick and I used to record vocals together, I'd be in a closet where no one could see me. I'm super awkward. I don't know why I get so uncomfortable. I'm like blushing thinking about it. That's tough. Zach Freeman, out of all the music you listen to, which has the best album art? That's a good question. You know whose art I really love, all their album art and aesthetics is Missia.
Yeah, they really do have a great aesthetic.
Like their album art
Every time.
always slaps. Always. Whoever's doing their graphic design is killer. They're not as good as Way, but I'm just kidding. It's not a contest, guys. I'm only kidding. Hi, we love you too. Exlibu check. But yeah. What Vikram Mora, I'm sorry, I can't say your last name, Vikram. I'll butcher it. What did you guys think about the presidential debate? I think that everybody is upset about people talking over each other and going back and forth. But if you're trying to have a discussion with an unreasonable child, it is very difficult to do so reasonably. We've seen Joe Biden debate as a vice president. We've seen him speak as a senator. He's always calm. He's always measured. He always speaks kindly and respectfully. And the only time I've ever seen him have as hard a time talking as he did was when he tried to have an argument with a fucking grown baby who's a piece of shit. And that's what I think about the debate. Donald Trump is a horrible person. He's dumb as a box of fucking rocks. Mm-hmm. And the only time he has anything to say is when it's mean. If he's attacking Joe Biden because his son has a substance abuse problem, ignoring the fact that 2 of his other children have died already. I'm getting mad, so I'm not going to go into it more. But Donald Trump's a piece of shit. He's one of the worst human beings on the face of the planet. I don't feel bad saying that. And that's what I think about the debate. You can't debate with an unreasonable child.
Cannot. Well said, by the way.
Sorry, I hate so much. I can't wait until he's gone. And Luck Wild, we already spoke about the LGBTQ plus community. Yes, we do. We support all people because that's what it means to be a human. And Cooper, thank you. That's it. You know, we love everybody and we want everybody to be who they are, and love who they love and live the way that they live, because that's what we've asked for ourselves, right? We chose a path and we wanted to be able to walk it without anybody looking down on us for it. We think everybody should be able to do that. All I'm asking for everybody else is what I've asked for myself. And anybody who has a problem with the way that anybody thinks or wants to be or who they are.
Facts today,
dude. I get salty, dude.
I'm just here. I'm learning.
I love how it's like an opinion. Like, do you think people should be free? Like, yeah. I didn't think that was up for discussion. If you're discriminating against anyone, you're an asshole. Yes. All right, we're gonna take a couple more here, guys, because we're reaching that hour mark.
Yeah.
So hit us with some good ones, guys. What do you usually think before getting the lyrics and putting it all together? Asked Sammy Abedi. I don't know. I don't think too much. I kind of feel my way through things.
I didn't even know what question you just read. I'm trying to find one.
I got it. It's a lyrical question.
Okay.
So for me, it's not really about a thinking process. I almost am like saying it, and then I'll listen to a song I wrote like 2 months later. I'm like, oh, that's what that was about. I was upset about this.
Oh yeah, you reflect on it.
Yeah, so gotcha. I almost don't know. Ms. Starlight Cable asks, do you like country music?
I actually appreciate it now. I used to hate it, but I appreciate the culture that it comes from and like its history and whatnot.
Yeah. I do not like country music.
I don't listen to it actively, but I just have an appreciation for it that I didn't have before.
People talk about like EDM being like, oh, it's the same thing. It's just a bunch of sounds. I'm like, and you listen to country music.
And you listen to country music.
It's the most derivative form of music in existence. But again, not that people are not talented
musicians.
But there
actually is some country records that are pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I mean, I remember when Taylor Swift was technically country and I was like, this girl is a straight murderer. She kills it. She's so good. Imagine Dragons or 21 Pilots, Valen CGS. I would say, oh God, that's tough. I would say 21 Pilots, but they're both, wow. That's like A+ or A+, you know? They slap.
They both slap. Yeah, they're fantastic at what they do.
Yeah.
So can't hate them.
Killers.
Yep.
Opinions on synthwave. There's a question for you. Zotil asks, opinions on synthwave.
I think it's obnoxious, honestly. I do.
I don't even know what that is.
Synthwave is like just a rehash of a bunch of like 80s sounds. And I don't know. It's like all of it sounds the same. It's just like stock presets from like the Yamaha CS80 synthesizer. And just, it's I don't like it.
We don't like.
I don't like.
We
it.
don't like presets from the Yamaha.
It's not the fact that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yo, fuck Yamaha CS80.
Yo,
presets.
if you use a Yamaha CS80, you're a bitch. No,
it's just that, you know, it's just a thing, and everyone sounds the same to me. It just sounds the same.
No, that's kind of how I feel about country
and
music.
like the aesthetic is like a neon DeLorean riding off into the sunset. Like, okay,
so it's
it
like
doesn't grab me.
It's like nostalgia aesthetic.
Yeah, it's nostalgia.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm into that. What form of rappers do you listen to? NF, Tech Nine, Eminem, etc. So first of all, if you like rap music, you have to check out our buddy Marco. It's Marcaux. He just put out a new single called Down, and he's amazing. He played one of our release shows for Black, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Black, because I had the poster.
Was it Black?
Yeah, because I had the
white?
Poster. No, it's Black. Well, no, maybe it was
white.
Shit, it was white.
It's white. Yeah,
I was so sure. But
it's
check
a Black
out
poster, but the white album.
Marco is so good, man. If you like rap music,
he's the
listen to
truth.
Marco. Yeah,
Like,
he's amazing.
This dude needs to be the next big thing.
Yeah, he's a smasher. But I listen to a lot more rap than Nick does. I kind of grew up on rap. No, I do not like 6ix9ine, Christoph. It's just people yelling swear words, which I don't understand how that's
swear words.
Is that he's literally like bitch? I'm like, this is impossible to listen to. And he is a child molester, so he can burn in hell forever. Not that hell's real.
Yo, this live stream.
This is I've gone completely off the rails, guys.
He belongs in hell, which is not real.
Were you guys emo alternative teenagers?
Not so we're old. That didn't happen when we were teens. We were 20s.
Yeah, emo didn't happen until I was alternative, I guess, because I was like a metal kid.
Yeah, I was a hippie. I wore
legitimately.
I wore like polo shirts
and like Birkenstocks. Oh man,
yeah.
I went to a prep school, so I wasn't really.
I walked into an American Eagle and was like, "I'm filling my closet."
But that was what was cool when we were young. Though.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought it was. I mean, for popular kids, I was never really.
I was not popular.
I know I wasn't either. I think you probably were.
I was not.
I can't imagine that.
Oh my! I was not.
I believe you. I'm not, but you know, you're popular with me.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna take two more, guys, and then we're gonna be good. Let's grab a good one.
I type in Marco.
Yeah, we're gonna type Marco, and then oh god, you guys are typing too fast. Guthrie Jackal asks, "What are your favorite types of instruments?"
I don't know. I've never really gotten experimentals like the normal ones. Like
I played a lot of instruments growing up. I wish I appreciated it more, but my favorite instrument now is definitely piano. And I know that's like seems like a cop-out kind of answer. But being able to play piano super well is just something when I watch people do it, I'm just like obsessed with. Like I'm blown away by people who can just play piano and sing. And that's the other thing I like about it. The idea that you can create a whole song, like the bass notes, the melody, a lead, like everything with your hands and still
it's an orchestra.
You can make a whole song, you know? And guitar is a close second to that, but
yo, Vikram, cello for sure.
I
wasn't even thinking about it, but that might be my favorite instrument.
Cello's dope. They had this cellist play the national anthem before game 1 of the NBA finals the other night, and the dude was murderous.
That's so cool.
So good. Yeah. But I love piano. Really into it.
Who is your target audience? Anyone that wants to listen to us?
Yeah, whoever will listen. All right, one more.
Have you ever been Rickrolled?
Yes, and I have Rickrolled so many people.
Every single time that we go to release a preview of the next song, that's
always
in our Discord, we have a guy named Coder who has Coder Radio in there. He will start it off Rickrolling everyone. So if you want to get Rickrolled with us, join the Discord.
Janny asked, this is a pretty good question. Would you ever consider making a song with us fans, like on a live stream? So
I say no.
Yeah.
I would say no. But if you want to, go ahead.
I was gonna kind of say no, but maybe not so abruptly. Writing for me it took me like a good 8 to 10 years to get comfortable really sharing my writing with you.
Right.
Like my writing is painful and super personal. And it's not just easy to share that with a room full of 60,000 people. And I know that might not be the answer that people want to hear, but it would be really, really difficult for me to do that.
Yeah, it's a personal
process with so many.
There are artists that do it, you know, and they have communities that are involved in it, whatnot. Like, I know it exists, but I would say it probably just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't seem like it's something that I would want to do. If I did it, it would be like maybe for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I would never do like something like, all right, here's the next 8 grave shot. It was like community written.
Yeah.
Because it's not us.
It's not our vibe.
Yeah, it's not our vibe. Yeah.
You know, I think of bands that have like kind of like upbeat, like we're all together, we're doing stuff. Like that's, you know, like the band that comes to mind is somebody like Fun, right? Like that's like the kind of band that like, it's just not like our aesthetic. And then last one. I guess that's Casper Dabish. I actually know how to say your last name. I worked with somebody who has the last name. Did you go to music school, or is it just kind of like something you learned as a hobby? Neither of us went to school for music.
Yeah, I mean, I took AP music theory class
in high school.
Yeah, that was it. And
I took music theory in high school as well, and then promptly forgot it, drinking myself to death in my early 20s. Not for us.
It created musical literacy for me, but other than that, like, you know, the production process and like the songs that we write has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. But I think the important part about it is that Nick has this immense amount of wealth of information and this immense amount of skill and ability in terms of creating music. And as much technical knowledge as he has, we probably don't even need as much as we do. I think it definitely helps.
It's like sometimes it gets you over a hurdle or a block.
For sure.
Other than that, it's like not really like, it's not in the forefront of my mind.
It's one of the things that I'm just trying to say that but you're going to get tools under your belt. You learn by doing.
Right? Oh, I've learned more by doing than I did in AP music theory class.
And that's exactly what I was trying to get at. I don't think I went at it the best way.
Yeah, I got you.
But my point is, if you want to make music, or if you want to paint, or if you want to sculpt, or if you want to, whatever it is that you want to do that you want to create, just do it.
Yeah.
And the first things you create, guess what? They're going to suck.
Mm-hmm.
If you heard our first band that we were ever in, it is cringy bad.
Yep.
Cringy.
Yep. It makes me wonder how I even thought I should keep going, actually.
I really thought we were good too. And then I listen to it now and I'm like, oh my God, we're so bad. It's like embarrassing. Like someone's like, oh, show me. I'm like, oh. So the whole thing is, and Paulina, it was not Love Automatic. Love Automatic was like tolerable. It was a band before that you couldn't even find on the internet if you wanted to. It doesn't exist because we're old. But it was called Cursed Atlantic. And
oh God, they're gonna find it.
They're not gonna find it.
It
doesn't exist.
It might somewhere.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Don't find it. Do us a favor, don't find it. But the reason I want to end on this question is because I think a lot of people share with us that our music is inspiring to them in terms of their creative endeavors, and you know, they listen while they draw, or it makes them think of characters for their book or for their D&D campaign, or it makes them want to create a piece of visual art, or you know, on their iPad and Procreate, whatever it may be. The internet will not find a way, Zatil. But what is important to us is that everybody recognize this is just something we did. We wanted to do it, so we do it.
Simply that.
And every step of the way that we don't know how to do something, we have to find an answer. If there's something that's in our way, we YouTube it, we Google it, we study, we learn. You know, we spend money when we have to, we buy things we need. But we've gone from having nothing and almost, you know, a very small pool of expertise to growing and growing and growing and growing. And we've done that by doing. You know, there was no school, there was no class, there was no one who's going to walk us through it. There was no one's going to hold our hand. So if you're a creative person and you want to create, do not let people discourage you, and do not let your own lack of skill discourage you. You're only going to get better the more that you do it. A lot of you guys are young, you know. I always say when people ask me about tattooing and drawing, they go, oh, so you must just have always known how to draw. I go, no, I didn't. And they go, well, I had a friend who was always good at drawing. And I go, you were in high school with this kid? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what was he doing every day during class? They're like, drawing in his notebook. Yeah. That's why he or she was good at drawing, because they drew all day, every day.
Yeah.
They didn't come out of the womb with a pen, right? They learned by doing. So if you're a creative person, don't let anybody discourage you. Keep creating. There is a place for you, and you will only get better. You're not expected to compete with Picasso the first day you paint. All right. So keep it up. Keep being awesome. We're done. This is it.
We're out of here.
We have 8 Graves beanies. Dumb Squad.
Merch.8graves.com. I'll type it right now.
We love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us again.
So
we
much.
love doing these. We love getting to chat.
60K.
Yeah.
On to 70K next.
We'll see you in about 8K more subscribers, because we're at 62 now, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in 8K. We love you. We're so grateful for you. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for always being so kind, so supportive, so awesome. We cannot thank you enough.
I just have one last thing to say though.
Oh, there it goes. Moonlight New.
Can I get some F's in chat, please?
Moonlight New.
Can I get some F's in chat?
It's gonna come. It's always delayed. Moonlight was ready on the F button. Let's go. You guys are the absolute best. We're so thankful for you.
And with that, see you later.
Mwah! End.